I became quite unsure of who I was. How very Victorian. My darling, I hate to break it to you, but I have become quite unsure of who I am. What's up, guys? My name is Comedian, and if you don't know who I am, then consider yourself very lucky. That's all I have to say, really. Anyway, welcome to my channel, an exciting reaction channel. I'm doing this brand new thing that no one else is doing, where I sit down in a gaming chair, which I hate, which is horribly uncomfortable and costs way too much money, and I watch a video and I react to it, which is groundbreaking stuff. You know, this is a truly exciting time to be alive, and I bet you're thrilled you found my channel and the unique service I offer to the planet. So yeah, today I am in an extra hyper mood, and I mean hyper. I put the H in hyper, and I put the A in ADHD. I put the D and the H and the D in ADHD as well, to be quite honest. But I'm extra hyper, extra excited, because I am reacting to BTS for the very first time. And I don't mean the first time it's been done. I mean it's been done. That's kind of what I was joking about just earlier. But for me, this is my first time. Not just my first time listening to BTS, but my first time listening to any kind of K-pop, J-pop, flop pop, drop top, Z-pop, whatever it's called, whatever the kids are up to nowadays. It's my first time listening to it. Traditionally speaking, I'm much more of a kind of, you know, Transformer orgy, robot slushy noises, dubstep kind of guy. But the thing I like about the reaction channel, other than all the adoration I get from all my fans, he completely lied, is that I get to discover new music and new genres and all that kind of stuff. And it really has been opening my eyes, or I guess my ears. You can't see them behind these sexy blue headphones, but my ears are open. And yeah, it's been great discovering all this new stuff. And this is completely brand new territory for me. So right before we get to the reaction, I want to thank a few people who have been bugging me about reaction to BTS. So thank you to BTS. Thank you also to Yoongi is a cute little angel, which I feel like might be a member of BTS, but I could be horribly wrong, so ignore me, just in case. If I'm not wrong, then I'm the man. Yeah, Yoongi is a cute little angel has been asking me a few times, and last but not least, I also want to thank Moonchild, and I want to clarify, because actually he wasn't last. He wasn't least, but he also wasn't last, because I definitely want to thank Sophie Simmons, who has been asking me to react to BTS as well. Now, okay, BTS. Now, obviously what I do know about them is that they're Korean, South Korean, I think. And obviously they don't sing in English because they don't speak English in South Korea, because it's not England or America or whatever. Obviously, duh. Point being, it's exciting music in a foreign language which I don't speak. And in the past, when I've reacted to artists, musicians that don't speak English, or I guess that maybe do speak English but don't sing in English, my strategy has kind of been just to kind of just go with it, just kind of listen to the music and flow with it, you know, and see what it makes me feel, because you don't always need to necessarily speak the language to get the meaning of the song. There's kind of a beauty in the way you can take and derive meaning and feeling from a language you don't speak, because the way it's expressed and the music and the whole synergy of the opera and the orchestra and the instruments all bang-a-langing around in your brain, if any of that makes sense to anyone, it just works on so many different levels, so many visceral levels that don't have to rely just on language. And I can say this for sure, because as a kid I used to listen to lots and lots of a certain German band called Rammstein, or Rammstein, and even though I did not speak German, or any more German than the word Scheiße, I took plenty of feeling away. Plenty of, I'm an angry teenager, America, du hast mich, and all that kind of stuff. But one of the people who requested I react to BTS, specifically Moonchild, suggested I listen to this with closed captioning, because they apparently have translations and their lyrics are obviously supposed to be very good and interesting. So for my first time listening to BTS, I'm gonna watch with closed captions on, and that kind of goes against my whole logic so far. I don't like looking up lyrics before I react. I don't like looking up lyrics after I react, really. Like, even if there's a lyric I'm struggling to catch, there's something about looking at lyrics that makes me feel like I'm not reacting properly, whatever that means for such a terrible 21st century invention attention, like reacting. But that's just how I feel about it. But you know, Moonchild, he made a good argument. He said they have good lyrics, so I'm gonna watch with the CC on just for the first time. And I don't know if I'm gonna continue doing this. I'll see how I feel about it. I'll see what I get from it. But please, by all means, any you guys watching, please let me know if you think that it's a good idea for me to watch with CC, or if that maybe I should react without CC and see what I take away from it. Who knows? I just realized. Don't you CC? I've been talking about CC for 5 minutes, which is bad, you CC, because on YouTube, you CC, analytics are very important, you CC, and if you keep talking about, you know, the content that people would CC on your title, you know, BTS fake love reaction, people will CC that and they will say, well, CC here, this guy keeps talking about the concept of reactions without actually reacting to fake love by BTS, which, as I hope you see, that's a bad thing. What am I talking about? What am I doing? Okay, all right. Back to reality. Okay, where am I? In a room, indoors, as I have been for 4 weeks. Avoiding humanity, as I have been for 10 years. Talking to a camera, as I have been doing for about 8 months now. Right, comedian stuff. Well, I just got my daily existential crisis out of the way. Hooray. So I guess it's time to get down to it. Let's do this. Oh, before I say that, I guess I should turn the CC on, as I just spent all that time talking about it. English. Whew. Well, let's see what this is like. Let's see where this goes. This is it. BTS. This might be about to change my life. I might be a changed robot after all of this is dead and done. So, you know, if you're watching, mummy, don't forget me. Don't forget the man I was before I clicked play. Ooh, it's... Okay, I was about to say it's trippy as hell, and I love trippy stuff, but that's just the studio. This is like a movie. Since when do music videos have like studio tags, spearheads, video clips, whatever you call it before the thing? This is like the Pixar. This is crazy. Is this the music video, or is this another intro? Okay, no, this is it. This is it. Okay. Two very attractive Korean men, which doesn't surprise me. I'm guessing that half of their appeal was that they're all very attractive. But anyway, let's turn my opinions on the attraction of other men off for a second, and the music, the video, the music, the video. Okay, so straight away, sorry to pause it already so quickly, but I'm very glad I have the CC on, I must say. So CC here, Moonboy. Moonchild, I should say. Thank you for suggesting CC, because you had a good point. These are already very, very good lyrics. Shockingly, right? This huge band that is taking the world by storm has great lyrics. What's that all about? For you, I could pretend that like I was happy when I was sad. Feel that one. Feel that one. See, but in my head, when I'm thinking about that, the person who I'm thinking of is myself. I need to break up with that guy. For you, I could pretend like I was strong when I was hurt. See, I can't tell so far if this is a good thing, as in like, you were so incredible to me and I loved you so much that you inspired me to, you know, put on a brave face for you, or if it's like, you made me feel a certain way, but I pretended to be happy just to keep you happy or something. Let's see. I'm honestly gobsmacked. I don't know how I'm going to react to this without pausing every 2 seconds and making a video file that's so long that looking at it makes me want to curl into a ball and weep, and I just never release a reaction ever again. Every line of this so far is like poetry, and that's just a translation. I can't imagine, I'm sure lots of stuff's been lost in translation, it always is. I can't imagine how good these lyrics are in their original language, but this is straight up poetry so far. I'm kind of speechless, honestly. I wish love was as perfect as love itself. Whew. I grew a flower that can't be bloomed in a dream that can't come true. What? This is like My Chemical Romance. This is like the Korean My Chemical Romance, but a bit deeper than that. Wow. You can tell when a song has really deep lyrics, because I'm normally like, I'll get very distracted by the video, or I'll comment on the video, or I'll make silly comments about the video. What am I like? But the lyrics are just so deep. I'm just sat here reading the subtitles. I might as well just have a butler in front of me holding a sheet of paper with the lyrics on, just, flipping them back and forth for me. This music video is not even, it's barely even going in my head right now. I'll try and focus on both, but my goodness, the lyrics are so heavy, in a good way. Fake love. Okay, so there is some English here, although when he said I want to be a good man, it sounded like he said I want to be a golf ball. But that's not to be at all, mean, because obviously I can't speak any Korean, whereas these guys, seems like they can actually speak English, so, hats off to you guys. And if I did try and speak Korean, I would sound far more silly than I want to be a golf ball. The things I would probably end up saying just by sheer incompetence and lack of ability to pronounce foreign languages would probably be far more rude and basically not YouTube friendly. See, the chorus as well. I don't know how often I'll listen to a chorus, and obviously, not only does it work by itself, but it really takes what were very, very good lyrics in the first verse or whatever, and just completely tops them off, like the lovely icing, chocolatey cake icing on top. Obviously, I was enjoying the lyrics anyway for the first verse, but now the chorus has really just kind of explained it all and put a nice, neat little bow on it, just like I would like to wear in my head if it was socially acceptable. I would look so pretty. But yeah, I'm so sick of this fake love, because the thing is, love is such a vastly complex emotion that, I can say from experience, you can be, and when I say from experience, I mean, falling in love with inanimate objects, towels, pillows, that kind of stuff. But you can be in love with someone, and actually be in love with someone, and have it feel, real, and be like, yes, this is definitely love. I definitely love this person. And you can think it's a good thing, but then after a while you realize, actually, it's a bad thing, and it's not good love at all. But, you still think, okay, that was love. But then you meet someone else, and you fall in love with them, and they're so much better for you, and you guys are so much better for each other, more importantly, that, you'll realize the love you thought was maybe a 7 out of 10 was actually more of like a 2 out of 10, and this love is like a 9 out of 10, and then you wonder, is there love that's greater even than this? Like, love is such a huge spectrum that you can basically, what I'm trying to say is you can be in love with somebody and it actually be real love, and have that basically be like nothing, like worthless love. I don't like saying the worthless love, because no love is actually worthless, but the point is that this music video and song is saying something about love that I've always thought, but I've never really been able to put into words, because I just tried to do it and I spent about 10 minutes talking about nothing, whereas this music video has only been going for a minute and they've already said stuff very succinctly. In all honesty, nobody should watch this. If you're watching this reaction right now, turn it off, go and watch the original music video and stop wasting your time with me. That's my advice. I want to be a gopher, just for you. See, you don't change for people. Don't change for people, because if you got to change for somebody, they're not right for you and you aren't right for them. Facts. Ooh, okay, now it's rap. I love rap. This is great. This is now a verse. This is now bars. Let's do this. I became quite unsure of who I was. How very Victorian. My darling, I hate to break it to you, but I have become quite unsure of who I am. Oh, this is very emo. And his eyes are very blue. My eyes aren't blue at all, I just realized. I wish love was as perfect as love itself. That's just... I can't analyze that lyric. It's just too... Love is so mad. But you know what's even more mad? That shirt. That shirt is even more mad than love, and that's saying something. To raise myself and make me your doll. Wow. They must have had a pretty intense or abusive relationship. These are strong words. This is why relationship therapists exist. So you don't have to get into this sort of situation. I mean, sure, you now got 1 billion views on YouTube and you're a millionaire, but this is sad. Gave up on myself. This song is such a good breakdown of how relationships can be so bad. And I honestly would say that there's so many factors of why people get into bad relationships. I think a huge one is basically just naivety. And, love is a skill and a language really that has to be learned like any other language. So when you start out as a kid, or I say start out as a kid, I mean, that's being generous in my case. But when you start out as a kid, or, a 40-year-old, or however old you were when you first had your first kiss, you don't know enough about love or about relationships even to know the difference between right and wrong, really, sometimes. And sometimes even more than that, you or your partner might have had, a bad opinion or a bad idea of what a relationship should, could, will be just from your parents. A lot of people have a very messed up idea of what a relationship should be based on how their parents raised them or what they saw their parents' relationship be like. Because let's face it, love is so complicated, and also a lot of the way society views love is tied into it. I mean, look at relationships back in the Victorian ages. Don't get your ankles out. Women stay in the kitchen. Men stay in the smoking room. Like, hello, that's not healthy. And a lot of this stuff has just flowed throughout the years and bled down through civilizations and generations, to the point now where, I think potentially cavemen might have had a better understanding of relationships or a better idea of how to be together than we do. The idea of love has become so just complex and blown out of proportion, and all these crazy things put on it. The biggest one I think is the idea that men and women are fundamentally so different. People will, literally try spending years figuring out the other sex when there's literally nothing more deep to figure out than, people are just people. And honestly, I think the best thing you can do is try and meet somebody who is basically exactly like you, so that you guys will get on and not drive each other insane. But anyway, all that is to say is that I love the topic of this music video, or I don't know why I keep calling it a music video. The topic of this song is talking about the more sort of negative or tricky side of love, which a lot of songs don't really go into, which is that because there's no manual on love out there's no guidebook, everyone gets it wrong, everyone has to stumble their way through, bad relationships and all that stuff to find a healthy one, is that you often end up doing all this stuff changing who you are, pretending to be someone else, putting up with stuff that makes you unhappy, all this stuff. Everyone has been there. So yeah, all that is to say that I like this song. 2 thumbs up. It's had Snickers. What's the imagery there? Man lying on bed of Snickers. That you think it's all sweet, but then you realise they're actually kind of hard, and you stand up and there's peanuts in your back. Poetry. Is that the end of the song? Oh, do we get a sort of Hollywood-style movie outro? This is I'm pretty sure that's a man. That's, the prettiest man out of the whole group. Man, Oh. Is that him releasing his old relationship? Letting the old love flow into the atmosphere? I'm just as confused as you, mate. Oh. I think maybe he discovered the secret of love and he opened the portals. And the water is going to clean away the bad times he had. It's going to clean his brain and clean away the remnants of the bad love he had. I guessed probably wrong. Oh, the song is still going. All right. See, I really hope for his sake or their sake, maybe they're all in the same situation, that after they released this song, they just went out and just broke up with the person they were with. That would really, really solve the situation. I wish love was perfect as love itself. Wow, I am shocked. I don't know what I was expecting. I really, because I'm not just saying this to be kooky or like, you know, try and be like, hey, it's my first time, even though I've seen this 50 times, because sometimes writing out first time on YouTube gets you more views. That's true, by the way. No, I've never ever listened to these guys before, or any J-pop, K-pop, whatever. So I didn't know what I was expecting, and honestly, it blew me away. I don't know. I maybe just thought like there's a certain cynicism around, you know, a lot of pop music, and maybe part of me was like, well, is it that good, or is it going to be kind of like manufactured, like, you know, like technically good but kind of like soulless? But no, this had a lot of soul, so much soul that I'm still reeling from it, really. And there's so much more I could say about it, but I feel like I shouldn't, because I feel like, you know, other people have probably already made the point, as this video is a year old, the song is a year old, and this video is probably long enough as it is. But wow, I mean, the lyrics were so deep and all that stuff, and the themes were so complex that I really did not even have time to take in the music video. All I remember was a kind of montage of incredibly colourful and kind of like very like modern artsy, like artistic backdrops, which would probably need a separate video to analyze. Honestly, wow, I'm kind of speechless, and my brain is kind of all over the place right now. I can tell it's been a very good, deep, crazy, like imagery-filled, like artistic song when my brain is pretty much a sodden mass of spoiled jelly just wibbling around. Like, it's literally like my brain turned into a giant moldy ping pong ball up there, like ping 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 ping. I can't keep track of my thoughts long enough to really say much more than like, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So, thank you very much to all of you people who requested I react to BTS. If you're watching my channel for the first time and you're a BTS fan, or if you're an old subscriber, an old friend, and you're a BTS fan, please drop more songs in the description you think I should listen to. I know they released a new album recently, but also with a lot of artists, you know, the fans will always insist that there's a certain sort of like pattern you should listen to songs in. So if you think there's a song I should listen to next, then make your case in the comments below. Please do subscribe. If you aren't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. I really like that. I promise I'll be making more BTS suggestions, so make it happen. Subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, drop a comment telling me what I should react to next, and it shall be so. If you're into Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that kind of stuff, I am now starting to do social media more, trying to do that more, at ComedianReacts. If you're interested, go and follow me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've spilled my guts to you, and I've also sold my soul to you. What more could you want from a man sat alone in his apartment, who might not even be wearing trousers, as far as you're aware? You'll never know. But anyway, I'm going to stop now. Got to put an end to it. Thank you so much. Really enjoyed watching that. Until next time, stay safe, stay indoors, unless you're watching this in the future, in which case, you know, enjoy it, you lucky so-and-so. Oh yeah, and remember, if you're a fan of BTS, then click the subscribe button, because I'm the neediest. That kind of works.